so helpless.
Some music in.
Yeah, we came up from the bottom, nigga, all we know is red. Point blank shot to the body, now you know that nigga dead, and now you dead. Like spot on, got him, nigga, all we know is red. Put the claim, my bounty, like the number on his head. But I just sit back, observe it till it's only him, he don't know shit. He don't know shit. That red, he dead, send a shout out to my brother. Send a shout out to my brother.
I believe that there is more to life than to worry about where everybody goes and see everybody except me, except you, and how could
Oh shit. Here we go again.
The mic wasn't on yet, Bula. But hey, everybody, let me know if the sound is okay. I hadn't turned it on yet, but hey, it's good? Alright, great. I said Bula freaking out in the chat. This is Consume Me by Mike Sicko. We recently discovered Mike, and I think he's from Europe somewhere, but I can't remember. I can't remember exactly where. He's sick though. Yeah, really beautiful music. We listened to a couple songs of his, and we definitely really liked them. We'll get hit started here in a second. Stutter Music, what's going on? Ryzen, what's cracking? Icy Ike, welcome back. Josh Lee, welcome back. I saw your sub come in, Josh, so we're going to make sure we get you in the priority queue as well. If you are here in the chat, make sure you hit Command Submit if you want to submit your music. And if you want to skip the queue, all you got to do is Command Skip, and that'll explain to you how you can do that as well.
Oh shit.
Here we go again. All right, let's get these people bumped up. We're going to get started here soon. If you are in the chat, do me a favor, hit this tweet link. Tell your friends to come kick it. I'm gonna be listening to some good ass music for the next 2 hours. Ryzen, I got you. I don't see Josh's. Josh, what's the artist name again? Song playing right now is Consume Me by Miles Sicko. You can find that on the Songs We Found on Twitch playlist. Okay, hold on. This is the song right here. Consume Me. Oh, sorry, Miles Sicko, not Mike Sicko. Miles Sicko. Oh, that's still wrong. I still spelled that wrong for what it's worth. But you can find him. Zeke, what's the artist's name? Let me know today. Not let me know the name. Let me know what it is today. Jesus Christ. Guys, I'm sleepy. It's been a long day today, so expect my brain to be slow. I know it's been a lot of those recently, but if I'm being honest, I keep staying up late playing Ultimate Team on FIFA, and that's definitely the reason I'm not getting as much sleep as I usually do. So, Miles Sicko, that's out. Yeah, super dope. Today I'm spinning my black metal project, Necrodius. Oh my god, bro, that's crazy. Okay, so we've got that. I'm still waiting on Josh Lee. Josh Lee, what is your artist name again? Let me know in the chat, please. I want to make sure we get you. And then I got Ryzen, Zeke, Theo Major. Let's get that one pulled up into the priority queue. If you are here in the chat, welcome in. If you're here for the first time, I will explain how everything goes to you in a second. If you have been here before, welcome back. It's nice to see you again. Never Feather, what's going on? Xander William, welcome back to the chat. It's nice to see you. If you are here in the chat right now, let us know where you're watching from. This is always a fun thing for me to see where everybody is at right now in the world. Because we do have like a cool global community kind of building here. So if you are in the chat, let us know where. Been having service issues, I hope not. We got Texas in the chat, Birdtunes, welcome back. We got Detroit, Michigan today. You had auto resubbed Icy Ike? That's cool. What is I'll get you pulled up, bro. That still counts. That still counts for one every month if you do it. So we got Washington DC in the chat. If you are here, let us know where you're watching from. Oh, Ryzen, do you have 2 songs for us, or do you want to get bumped up to the top? It's up to you. You can either get bumped up one more time, or you can send it in. Try Nide. Hello, welcome in for the first time. Here from Cali. What part of Cali are you in? We got a lot of Cali people in the chat. Yeah, submit again. That's absolutely fine. We got San Diego in the chat. We got Cali. We got UK Gang in the chat. We got Inland Empire. We got Sacramento. We got a lot of people from the West Coast in here, which is kind of always crazy to me because you guys should be at work. And I appreciate you if you are skipping work to come hang out here too. So that's real. All right, for everybody who's new in the chat, man. My name's Kayvan. I'm the director of A&R at Genius. Genius Distro specifically, but been a Genius for like the last 7 years. So I've done a lot of verifieds, I do a lot of deconstructed, I launched an open mic, and I've been a big part of the content strategy on the YouTube side for the whole time I've been there. So it's been pretty tight. Trinity, California. I'll be honest with you, I have literally no idea where that is at all, but thank you. Thank you for being here and sending music in. I see we have some music from you here as well. So I'm excited to get into that. Youngster, I'm gonna renew myself right now. Beautiful. What is the artist name? That's how it's pronounced here from Stockton. Okay. Oh, that's how Trinity is how it's. I told you, I'm sorry, my brain. It's slow today. Vancouver, Canada in the chat. We love that. We love to see that. Okay, Ryzen, let's get you pulled up again. All right. Fairfax in the chat too. J Music, what's going on? I know you're in Portland. Conclude Music. What is your artist name that you wanted pulled up in the chat? Let us know. And then Young Sareem. I found you. Do the open mic in McLean next Tuesday. That's fire. Congrats. It's Conclude. All right. Beautiful. All right, so for everybody who is in the chat, what I'm doing right now is building our priority subscriber queue. That's where I'm going to start. We always start with priority subscribers, so if you want to gift a sub or subscribe at any point, that will get you bumped into this priority queue. Those songs will play first, but we will try and get to as many songs as possible in the next 2 hours. The last 30 minutes of the stream is usually dedicated to people who are in the chat, so if you stick around, we will try and bump you up for free as well. But if you want to guarantee you get played on stream today, the best thing you can do is subscribe or gift a sub, which will get you bumped into this orange queue right here. And like I said, we'll start with that. So, outside of being an A&R artist manager, I've been a producer. I actually was producing music today, and that was pretty fun. I've been an artist myself. I make playlists, I make content, I do all kinds of things. So that's kind of the rundown on me, and we'll go through these songs one by one. I'll be telling you guys what I think of the songs, but also if you're here in the chat, it's just as important. For everybody who's new here, this is how it works. We want you guys to let us know what you think of the songs too. All the feedback really helps. Oh, Zandy, you want a reminder of how it works? Well, this is how right now. So if you subscribe, if you submit using command submit, submissions go here into this form. Make sure you use the link that's in the chat if you want to submit your music and haven't done so yet. If you subscribe or gift a sub, you'll get bumped into the priority queue. And as we go through, like I said, we'll be asking you what you think of the songs too. So please let us know in the chat, and then I'll be pulling up socials as we go. And if you hear something you like, please go and follow the artist as well. That's the easiest thing to do in the world, is go support these artists if you hear what you like. We'll start so you guys can see kind of what it looks like. I feel like it's easy when you see like the process. But basically, the only rule in the chat is to not be a dick. So if you like something, great. Tell us you like it. Tell us what you like. If you don't like something, that's totally fine. But just be respectful in the way you give feedback. Make sure it's constructive. If you think something can be better, that's cool. Definitely let us know. We want to know. But just be nice about it. There's an easy way to give feedback in a respectful way. All right. All right. Let's get into it. I gotta wake up a little bit as well. We're starting with D. Bedonis, Stuck on the Moon. So let us know what you think of the chat. Ooh.
I just been stuck on the moon.
A little rage music to start off the stream. I'm not mad at that. Benzo, did you produce? Randy Ray, welcome back. This is definitely some wake up music. Steve Random says this is hard. It's pretty solid, honestly. I say this to every artist in this space. Toughest part is going to be standing out in the general market, just with like the Ken Carsons and everybody like that. But the energy is good on this one. The production is good on it. I would listen to this in my own time. Josh Lee says second verse. All right, we'll keep an eye out, an ear out for you on this second verse. I'm saving this in the playlist though, because this will go really hard on just like big speakers. If I was in the whip right now, I had this cranked the fuck up, I would enjoy it. I would definitely be listening to this a lot. Again, if you are in the chat and you want to submit, all you gotta do is hit command submit. Visuals have to be good for sure. Second verse is good. Josh, I actually really like this. Yeah, one benzo, two O's. And again, if you want to guarantee you get played on stream, those are the instructions. Second verse was dummy hard, bro. That's what Lukewarm says. This is nice. I really enjoyed that second verse. I'd be lying if I said I didn't. Yeah, I like this one a lot. Ryzen says this goes stupid fire. It definitely builds. It builds and grows on you the more you get through it as well. So I fuck with that one. That one definitely went on the songs we found on Twitch playlist, which you can find by going to command playlists in the chat, which will take you directly to where my playlists are at. So you can find that one on the songs we found on Twitch playlist. 650 songs in it right now. I'm kind of cutting it down a little bit as we go, taking some older songs out that don't feel too good anymore. But we are consistently adding it to it. And every week on the Kayvan's House page, we are now doing this weekly roundup of songs we found on the Twitch stream.
Okay, 832 came down.
So I'm back to making these every week now. And they are literally all made up of stuff from that playlist. So if you follow that playlist, you'll see these songs. But also, if you get added to that playlist, it's also another opportunity for you to potentially get content made about you on that page too. All right? So if you don't follow the house, make sure you go do that. We got Ryzen up next with Rogue Renegade. Again, let us know what you think in the chat. We always want to know what you think of these songs. But now you kind of see what the process is like. Also, if you ever have any music industry questions or anything, you can ask them in the chat too. Like I said, I've done a bunch of different things in the industry, and I'm always happy to share my experience and hopefully help you guys figure some things out. Shout out to you guys for the hype train. If you want to join the Discord, here is a invite for you in the chat. That is free. Just come join. We got playlist opportunities in there too. The community playlist is going to close this weekend, so if you haven't submitted your Spotify links, make sure you go do that on the community playlist tab. Ryzen, this is beautiful. Super chill. Nice intro, kind of reminds me of Sting. This is Flex Brown. RYXEN official on Instagram if you're rocking with us. I like this one too, Trinity. Maybe just the slightest bit less delay and reverb on the vocal. There are times where it kind of cuts through a little bit, and I wish it was like just toned down a tiny bit. For the most part, it's really good, but there's little moments where they're just maybe a little bit too much. Shelby Ruger says, I love this, such a vibe. Joe vibes. I really like Joe a lot, so yeah, definitely. When is the next Spider-Verse movie? This would fit like a coming-of-age movie. I don't know if anybody saw that one with Jennifer Lawrence recently, but like something like that. An A24 film, this would be great in there. I really love this direction for you musically, though. Even just like based off of what we have from you before. I would love to see a video for this too. Xander says, "Is a wig this makes you feel Christmassy?" Not really. It's definitely got that like fall, rainy weather kind of vibe to it. That's the time of the year we're in. You're gonna get getting a little sad. Loki giving Last Christmas a tiny bit. Artwork is hard too. Well, the artwork is Guts from Berserk, I think, right? Is that right? Looking out the window into the mist vibes. Yeah, like a wet, rainy window in the car. Any video ideas? Oh man, video ideas is tough. It's definitely a good record. Video ideas is tough, but honestly, I think, and this is not, you don't have to do everything, right? Like, you don't have to come up with the treatment for the video. Just find yourself a director who can do that and has the aesthetic that you're trying to go for. I like hearing these types of songs in public settings, feel like I'm in a movie. That's a fact. So it sounds like a coming of age story about a kid trying to make it out of a small town. I agree with that, Sidarius. But yeah, I would suggest actually just like thinking about from an aesthetic perspective what you want from the video, like what it feels like. At least for me, this is the way I think about it. It's like, all right, like if I know a video or a song feels a certain way, who makes videos in that like that feel like that basically, and then work backwards, work with the director to be like, this is what the song's about. I need a treatment, I need an idea. And usually, honestly, like I feel like when directors get that opportunity to really like write a storyline, they get more excited about the video as opposed to like, you know, it's cool taking a treatment to a director and being like, hey, do this. But like, if you find a director that you like and you say, hey, like, I want you to give your take, which is, to me, I feel like the best way to hire a video director is to be like, yo, like, I really fuck with your work. Let's figure out how we can kind of mesh these two worlds together musically and visually. Then that's the way to go about it. Like, I wouldn't worry about being like, this is the storyline, do this, you know what I mean? I think it's better for you to just figure out who you want to get visually and then work backwards. So to find the right person, I would suggest also just digging through artists who have a similar aesthetic, looking at what they're doing, and then being like, all right, who do I really fuck with? All right, vocals on the phone, program the drums electronically, and guitar and bass. Lyrics about Kirby, I'm dead. Yeah, Flex Brown says I can know if I can plug you. We also have the resources, the creative resources document in the Discord as well, which should have some video directors in there also for you from the community. I actually really like this. I do think the mix could be a little bit stronger. The drums could actually come up a little bit. I feel like they're a bit quiet in the master overall. The guitar is really loud and kind of overpowers most of it, but musically I'm into it. Vocally, I think the vocal mix could be a little stronger too. But like, you recorded this shit on your phone, so I can't really judge too much. The name of the artist is Ryzen, and you can follow them at this Instagram account right here. RYXEN official. This was for the last song. Right here. RYXEN official. Yeah, mid-range could be punchier, but goes hard. That's what I'm saying. Like, musically, like, we're talking about all the musical elements, like the guitar line, the drumming, like, all of those parts are really cool technically. But yeah, the mix could be stronger. Lukewarm says, I feel like the video should feel pensive and cold in tone. I was wanting to sit in on a session with music like this. That double kick is going crazy. I know you programmed the drums electronically, but the double kick is going wild. I wish we had some of our metal community members in here. I'm actually not even mad at the vocals. I do wish there was more layers to the vocal. Flex, I don't have much exposure in the genre. Melorella says Goblin Mode. Musically, the music part of it goes crazy. Like, the guitar parts are wild. Guys, we are one follower away from 3,700 followers here, too. That's crazy. That's madness. Insanity. Zach says it's actually hard for like stabbing someone with a spoon or something. Bro, you sound like a pterodactyl right there. That scream was the most pterodactyl scream ever. Crazy this iPhone vocal, I agree. We're riding the Westbury Woods. That brought me joy. Is it weird that brought me joy? This is a Jurassic Park type beat. A little bit. All right, next up we got Cinderella by Theo Major. Shout out to the homie Flex Brown in the chat for sending this one in. Let us know what you think in the chat, guys. Always want to know what you think of these songs. I'm not gonna. I did not enjoy the song.
Some people get high and they
But a mix definitely will affect the way a song hits for the listener, you know what I mean? I think that's the only thing. That could have hit a little harder for the listener, especially with metal. Like, you want that shit to be loud in your fucking face, just like, I want to flip some shit, break a table. And I feel like that's all I was lacking in the mix, was that kind of like feeling. Trinity says smooth for this one. Young Stream says this right here is dank. Crack says smooth as hell. It sounds like Smino if he could sing. Smino can sing. What are you talking about? Hey Theo Major on Instagram if you're rocking with this one. I do feel like the master is a bit quiet on this one overall. Like, that's maybe one note that I have, just is it could feel a bit louder overall. Trinity says, for real, put some respect on me. Look, I've seen that man sing in person. He can absolutely sing. Jack says I need to take a bad bitch to a coffee shop to this. This one's super dope. If you're rocking with it, make sure you follow. Hey Theo Major on Instagram. Look, this man does features. So you can always hit people up and collaborate with them. I'm trying to tell people in the community all the time, collaborate with the artists around you that you have access to. Everybody comes up together. That's the point of community, all right? Ruben, what's going on, bro? Welcome in. Happy Thursday. I hope you had a good week. Chef's Kiss is Trinity chord progressions too. It's a really, really nice, warm feeling production. Check the rhyme. Says he's doing free features for next week. I would love to hear more doubles on lyrics in the verses. Like, especially on some of these like cool punchlines, just a little more emphasis on certain bars. I do like this though. Feels like a sunny fall day. Yeah, cool air. You know what I mean? Sedarius, hit him up. Only or Hey Theo Major on Instagram. Bellarella, we're gonna get you pulled up in the priority queue. Just make sure you submit it in the Google form, please. Today. Hey Theo, if you stay tuned in, let me know what you think of my track when it comes up, says Young Sareem. He is in the priority queue as well, so you will hear him. We got 36 in the chat right now. We love to see it. Melorello, I saw you DM earlier, but if you have not submitted it, please make sure you use that form in the chat, and we'll get you pulled up into the priority queue. Again, that's Hey Theo Major on Instagram. If you're rocking with this one, make sure you go follow him. Now, this one felt really good. I like this one a lot. Only notes I have, I could hear some more doubles on certain bars, a little bit more emphasis on some of those really good punchlines in the verses, and then the master overall could just it could knock a little bit more than it does. And I think those are really my only notes. The song itself, though, I really enjoyed. Melodies, I think your vocal delivery and everything sounded really good on it. So yeah, keep it up, man. It's been a really, really good run of songs from you. I think once you get the mix mastered down to like just, I think that's it. It's just the bounce. You know what I mean? Like, I hear it in the production. I hear it in the vocal. I don't feel it in the mix. And that's the biggest thing that I'm looking for, I think. All right, this is Shelby Ruger with Cry Me a River demo. Let us know what you think in the chat. We'll keep things moving. It's been a good run of songs so far. Shelby Ruger's been sending in a lot of really cool R&B stuff recently. I'm a big fan of his songwriting. And definitely her voice, like, just runs, melodies, fire. Let us know what you think in the chat. And so AVX says dope stuff, y'all. Look, that's what we're here for. Dope music. I'm sorry, is this Spanish too? Is this bilingual? Ho 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 ho! To all my Spanish speakers in the chat, how are these lyrics sounding? I like this a lot. Trinity says foreign. Flex Brown says I'm sold. Young Stream says this shit is nice. I know some of these. I understand some of this. Great variation in the production on this one too. It moves really well. The arrangement's great. Real Shelby Ruger on Instagram if you're rocking with this one. Look. Get in there. Go follow. Yeah, she said, I don't know what she's saying, but I agree with all of it. Yo, we do some me and Google Translate vibing right now. Yeah, my Spanish is not great, but it sounds like it all makes sense. So. I do feel the same way about the vocal. I do think the vocal mix could come up overall. I think the way that you mix your vocal, the way that it feels a little compressed, but it's like really clean. Except for when you do these layers and it fills up this space. But when it's the single vocal on its own, I feel like that single vocal needs to come up a little bit. The lead specifically needs to come up just a tiny bit. Ravager said this is a vibe still. Kind of feel like they make the Alice type record. This is really dope. Definitely another one of my favorites you've sent in so far. But you know how full it feels when all those vocal parts come in? Like, that is the thing that I want to hear more from you across the board in these songs, because I think those vocal arrangements are so good, and it's such a great demonstration of what you can do vocally as well. I just feel like sometimes the solo lead gets a little lost in the production, and maybe that is as simple as just cutting the lead up a tiny bit, bringing the beat down. But I do have to say, when those vocal arrangements come in, it immediately catches your attention, immediately gets you in, and like forces you to listen to what's happening. So I think if any feedback, that's the thing. Like, I just think it's so fire when you add those layers in. All right, Icy Ike. This is the first Icy Ike one we've got tonight. Free 'Em All, produced by Ref. A bit of an abrupt start, I think, in this situation. Let us know what you think in the chat. This one is definitely a little different. Icy Ike 509 on Instagram.
I never see you up in Nordy, we're ballin' for real. I never see you with real plug, I think he popping pills. Well, they don't play you in Romania.
Thraxis' beat's hard. The beat is not catching me right now. I have to say that. I have to say that personally. But in general, I have a hard time with beats like this because they feel so messy. There's just so much going on a lot of the time. Like, the sub obviously knocks, but when you get into those melodic parts, it's a little overwhelming for me, I think. A little overwhelming for my ears. What's up, 100 Grand Sam? Welcome in. Cover is hard. That second verse was hard, I agree too. Overstimulation type beat a little bit. I agree, I think the melodic parts need work, but the verses are hard. The chorus for me isn't my favorite part. I see, because I don't know why my brain likes beats like this. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. I think a lot of people do. You know what I mean? I just think for me, I find them a little overstimulating at times. Cover reminds me of pepperoni pizza. It does remind me of pepperoni pizza too. That is funny as hell, but I'm not gonna lie to you. It does remind me of pepperoni pizza too. Background vocals need work. I think overall delivery is the thing to work on. For me, that beat feels like it's a little bit much, right? I don't know that everybody feels that way. I think there's a lot of kids who do really enjoy beats like that. But what I will say, did he say R.I.P. Kobe? Wish they would have took Ginobili. I don't know. Is that what he said? That is wild. If that's what he said. What's up? I didn't know I needed this. I think it can be simplified. Yeah, so I think for me, that's one thing. The beat, very overcomplicated, very overstimulating for my ears personally as a listener. But the thing that I would say to work on, and this is maybe a more general thing, that is wild to say. The hook is crazy. I preferred the verses to the hooks personally, but this is what I'll say. Work on the delivery part of it, because I do feel like that's probably my biggest bit of feedback, is just from a delivery standpoint. I see what you're going for, but I don't think it's quite there yet, especially when you listen to artists in that space. Like, I think the energy really matches the beat. So I think, if anything, that's probably the thing that I hear the most, is just like the energy of that beat could be matched in the energy of your vocal a little bit more. So think about that in the delivery. The melodic parts, yeah, I would just tune melodic parts in general, like throw some auto-tune on it. That's just fire. But yeah, that's it. Kiriram. If you want to submit, put it in there. I do like Italian rap, so I would love to hear it if you can put it in there. Up next, from the Inland Empire, we have Gold Rose with a new one. This is the final version of this song. We have listened to it before, but this shit is knocking off rip. Let us know what you think in the chat. I've been enjoying this artist's music pretty consistently, to be honest. Yeah, shout out Inland Empire. Don't get stomped out at the function. Don't get stomped out at the This shit came in hard.
Look, I've been on my business all week. I'm finna let loose. Concert with the Migos, sipping Remy, feel like Papoose. The homie got some rock, but the vodka gon' make him act up. Gotta stay cool.
Is it Webby type beat?
You packed up, and we don't want that, cause the making home is priority.
I like the best. I like the best art. Like the beat already. It reminds me of runway show type song. That's pretty hard. I don't know what that means, but that's cool. Of course, Ice Yak. That's what we're here for, bro. Percussion focus beats with the droning thing is so fun. I like this too. I fuck with this tone. Says 100 Grand Sam. Definitely Cali, Inland Empire, California. Check the rhymes that don't get stomped out the function. That's real spill. Don't get stomped out at the function. Don't get stomped out at the function. Inland Empire. Just look, we're gonna find it on the map so you guys can understand what I'm saying here. If you see you be like holy shit, demon time, have a little band like holy shit. I done tried all type of vices in my life, Drew Barrymore. So LA is here, Inland Empire is here, but it's close. Auntie said it wouldn't hurt. Every time I'm at the function, now to make my liver worse. Getting fucked up, but still conscious of my whereabouts. If I could jerk, I would be jerking to this right now. Gold Rose 24K _ This song is not out yet. Hey, hey, hey. When does this come out? Joking is crazy. I mean, I can't dance. I mean, the dance. If you didn't know what I meant there, I did mean the dance. Yo, you guys need to fucking chill. More ad-libs would be cool. I agree. Look, bruh, come on. Come on, bro. You guys gotta chill. Yeah, you guys are crazy for that. You gotta know what you... Come on. Look at this guy do his thing. That's not even it, really, but... That's not even really it. I mean, we could do the New Boys one, yeah. Yeah, calm down in the chat. What are you talking? Y'all too young for this shit. What are you guys talking about here, man? Is that millennial slang? I guess you wouldn't know this. This shit was like... I mean, bro, this was on the radio. I'd be going to school in the morning in the car, and this would be on the radio. Knees of Steel dance. I definitely couldn't do this as an adult. My knees are very weak now. You're Jack. You're Jack. You're Jack. This is so hard, bro. Bro, this and Crank That had the grip on the playground. Yeah, Crank That really did. You know what's crazy? I'm so old. I remember when the non-label version of Crank That came out via LimeWire and was just everywhere. Teach Me How to Dougie too. Oh my god, yeah. Pop, Lock, and Drop It. Snap music was fun. What a fun time in music. You didn't have a joking face. I can't trust you. In the vans. The way we can coexist without people who don't know what joking is crazy. That's a fact. Alright, we got another one from Ryzen. This is beautiful too, Ryzen. Shout out to LimeWire. I stole a lot of music. That's on record. And the Pirate Bay. Oh, TPB, man. I was just ripping the whole discographies from the Pirate Bay. I have zero feedback on this one, bro. I I don't know that this needs as much work as you think. Some timing stuff. I would bring the guitar down, the lead guitar down a tiny bit in the mix. But Tune says this is very sick, reminds you of Daniel Caesar, Freudian era. That's a fact. Shelby Ruger says Ryzen never misses. Submitting unreleased, you just gotta send it like a private link, like Google Drive, Box, Untitled app, like SoundCloud, whatever it is, you can send me a private link on, I can open it. Pirate Bay, I stole a whole editing software from that. Look. Pirate Bay, like, I always stole everything off the Pirate Bay. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like, I had a whole bunch of shit from the Pirate Bay. At one point, I think I literally downloaded an operating system from the Pirate Bay and installed the secondary operating system on my laptop. So, I'm right there with you, man. We were out here stealing shit off Pirate Bay. Richard Dropkick, what are you doing in my swamp, bro? Thank you for the raid. If you haven't checked out Rich Dropkick, we do go raid him sometimes, but shout out to my guy. Make sure you go check him out as well. Amazing music feedback streamer, but also does really cool things like contests, track battles, aux battles. What else? Let us know what else in the chat. It's like a bunch of shit. You do a bunch of shit with a bunch of cool people. Lots of like collaborative streams with other amazing music creators as well. Plus he's from New York. Lay some Tims up. That's a fact. Hey man, I appreciate it. How are you? How's your stream? Right now we're listening to some unreleased, beautiful music from Ryzen. You can follow Ryzen right here. RYXDN official on Instagram. For everybody who's new in here, I'll do the rundown of what we do, who I am, and all that shit real quick for you. So my name is Kayvan. I'm the director of A&R at Genius. Literally just did a cook-up stream and did some feedback. Yo, I did a cook-up today. Should I play you some stuff? Definitely submit instrumentals for feedback. I have no feedback on that one either. All right, so my name is Kayvan, director of A&R at Genius on the distro side of things, but I've also been a producer, an artist, I manage artists, I make playlists, I make content, I do all kinds of shit. I also do this twice a week on Mondays and Thursdays where I sit, give feedback to independent emerging artists, music, videos, beats, whatever it is you want to send in, content if you want content feedback, and we just sit, we talk about it. I've been in the music industry for like 10 years plus, so like this is just me sharing my experience with everybody here, talking about the music industry. If you have questions, you can ask questions, whatever it is. We got a Discord where you can join with a bunch of cool things like playlists, submissions for you guys as well. If you want to submit your music to this Google form that's next to me, use the link that I just put in the chat. And if you want to guarantee your music gets played by getting in this orange queue next to us, subscribing or gifting a sub will get you bumped up. That is a guarantee you'll get played today on stream. But if you don't want to spend money, that's fine. The last 30 minutes of the stream, we try and bump up people from the chat for free as well. That was a lot. Vita Sosa. Oh, my bad, dude. I didn't get a notification about it. So what was the artist name again? Yeah, if you automatically resubscribe, let me know too, and I will bump you up. You get one of those a month if you automatically resubscribe. But you have to tell me because I don't get notifications. So, all right, fuck it. I'll play you guys what I made today. I made a couple things actually. I like this one the most though. I've been on this like UK garage kick recently. We'll get back into the submissions in a second, but fuck it. Just so you guys know that I do also make music, so I understand the process. I made this today. It's not mixed yet, but it does go hard. Very unbalanced mix at the moment. Thank you. I felt pretty good about this one too. Yeah, the vision is there. I gotta go and I gotta do a little bit of mixing on this still, but yeah, the snare is definitely happening. I've got like an overdrive on my drums right now, so I gotta play around with it a little bit more. Thank you, I appreciate it. What type of voice do I vision on this? Definitely some like UK garage type shit, you know what I mean? Like an Anne-Marie-esque kind of artist. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with this one. It's a little loopy right now. I still gotta do some like little edits here and there, little details to add in, but this is definitely what I've been on recently. This, and then fucking, what else? I made this week too. I'm making some been in a little electronic hole, but then I made this one, so I feel pretty good about this. Put this on gaming with some shit. I might put out an electronic project this year. I don't know. Evan Mark type of voice would be really cool. Definitely could use some effects. They're like raw fucking sounds right now. Oh, fuck yeah. Oh, I gotta give this to somebody. Where's that dually one? I don't see it in here. Oh, there it is. There it is. There it is. Yeah, this is definitely some church vibes. I was pretty happy with this one, to be honest. Been a while since I made like a hip hop beat. That triplet fucking hi-hat needs to come down a little bit in the mix, though. And there's no samples in these either. I just made all this shit from scratch. That's maybe the other thing I should say. I hear Bill Cosby. Calm down. We never put Bill Cosby on this shit. Any experience or resources in working with brands as far as what to charge per post? So I have seen for the most part people are kind of, it depends what it is, right? Yeah, I don't know about that, Thrax. I don't know about that one, bro. Can't agree. The other weird thing that I made today was this one. We'll get back into the music, I promise. I'm sorry. I'm taking up a lot of time here. Yeah, absolutely. You definitely can. Yeah, it's a loaded question. I do think for UGC, anything around like 250 and under, depending on how many followers you have, is like pretty average now for like UGC type shit. If it's a larger branded campaign, I think it just depends on what, like how many asks they have, like what they're expecting from you promo wise, like all that kind of shit. So it kind of depends on what it is they're asking for. I really love this one. It's super weird. There's one aspect of it I still need to work on. But it's like, this feels like a very like UK pop type song. Like a Bakar or like a Kamari. I think that's why I called this beat Bakari, because it reminds me of those two. Build an audience before putting money into influencer or platform ads. Oh, are you talking about buying one from somebody or them paying you for it? My bad if I got that question mixed up. I like this one a lot too, Flex Brown. What do I use to saturate my drums? Literally Logic Stock Overdriver. That's it. Logic Stock Overdrive. That is all I'm using. I've been using the Logic Stock VSTs all the time, bro. I love how crunchy they are. Like, I actually like the regular fucking plugins on Logic for a lot of things. Perfect alarm tone to wake up to. I really like it. I got the crunch out of them. All right, we got another one from Shelby Ruga. This one's called Baila Conmigo. I'm assuming this is also going to be in Spanish. Oh. All right, back to the music. Back to doing what we're here for. Oh, this is nice. I don't know that I have too much feedback on this one either. Definitely let us know what you guys think in the chat. Melodies and writing are great. I still don't give a fuck what she's saying. I would say, if anything, you could just cut down the delay on your vocals a tiny bit. I really love the way your vocals sound. I think they're just a tiny bit too wet. That's it. Like, if I had any feedback, they're just a touch too wet. To the point where we just lose what you're saying, I think, in some of it, and I just feel like your lyrics also kind of hit, so. Again, Real Shelby Ruger on Instagram. Yeah, Trinity, for sure. Definitely. You're right here, right now. So once we get through these priority subs, then I'm going to start putting names into the random spinny wheel. And we'll do some random picks. And then when we get to the free part, if you're still here, you can bump it up for free. She should be on like she should be famous. I agree. I think I felt this way the first time I saw her content as well, like on TikTok. Because I think I did an open verse. Actually, this is what it is. I put a beat on TikTok. You did the open verse over it. And I remember it being one of the best ones that anyone had ever done to one of my beats. And I was like, yo, this shit is fire. And that kind of kept up since then. Yeah, bro. That if anything, the delay reverb, if you're not busting that shit on a separate channel already, do that. But yeah, from a songwriting perspective, it's great. Melodies are great. Delivery is great. So I think you're doing a lot of the right things here. Keeney, what's going on? Welcome back. How are you? Trinity, just remind me when we get to it to do the other one as well. All right? Thank you. I appreciate it. I remember that, though. That's what it was. And it stood out immediately. So I was like, yo, like, you killed this shit. And that was like 3 years ago. So like now... Right? Yeah, like 2-3 years ago, like to listen now to the stuff that you're making. I mean, there's clear development over time as well, which is like the thing, at least for me. I always fucking think about that. Like,
Squarespace is
gotta be developing as an artist, so keep killing it. I feel the stream consistently has talent as industry radio close. It's kind of crazy. I agree with you, bro. That's kind of been the cool thing for me is like, yeah, like when I talk to people about this community, I'm like, yo, like we've already built a place that has become this really amazing incubator for talent. And like at a really high level too, which is beautiful. So, all right, this is Hold Me by Conclude. Let us know what you think in the chat. Serious EDM vibes is one of the comments here, so we're not mad at this. Alex Boyle, we're gonna get you pulled into this priority queue as well. Thank you for subscribing. And if you are subscribing, don't forget you get to use all these cool emotes that I made for you. And also, you can join the subscribers only channel on the Discord as well. And if you have direct questions you want to ask me, I'm in there. And I try to make myself available for those. No one ever uses it. So just know that there is that as well. If you subscribe to, there's a subscribers only channel on the Discord where you can talk to me a little bit more directly if you have specific questions. So feel free to use that if you want. I want to do the Running Man so bad to this as only one Thrax. Yeah, you get all these emotes. I made these emotes for you guys. Look. Use them. Have fun. Conclude_music on Instagram. Johari Turner, what's going on? Real Shelby. It's the same as a Twitch handle. It's just in the emojis little face thing. If you click it, they'll pop up. How to use them? No socials is when somebody doesn't have their socials listed. Fire is if you like something. If I say something smart, that's what that's for. And if you just got stank face on a song, you can use that one too. Thrax is a strong fist pump in the corner of the room for sure. I could see this in a club scene. Yeah. This is maybe not my favorite pocket of EDM. Deep House, I'm so picky about Deep House. But I do think all of the sound design is really cool. It's like almost too chill. Like I kind of wish it was like a little bit more like. I think it's I like the beat more than the lyrics. I think it's maybe the vocal that's too chill for me. I like the production though. So that emote is this meme. Fuck, what's his name, bro? It's this meme, but with my face. I gotta make a KayvanGasm emote, like Craigasm. I don't know about that one, man. I see Ike says oonts oonts music for real. Fuck, I'm silly, bro. I'm a silly person. That was Hold Me. Yeah, I don't really have too much feedback. I think the production side of things was really good. I do think that the vocal and the lyrics to the vocal could be a bit stronger. I hate the chat went silent after that. Everyone's like, what? Alright, this is Rap Dreams by Sareem. Let us know what you think in the chat. We're gonna keep things moving here.
See the difference between me and you.
Awkward. After School Music, thank you for the sub. We'll bump you up in the queue as well.
and I get money.
What's your artist name in the chat? Let us know.
Chilling by the poolside, vibing with my main chick. She get into the paper, yeah, we speak the same language, but I'm a bilingual. I make it 5 ways when I go
immediately
I know I wake up and I'm paid, yeah.
a pretty small. Oh, right. Welcome back, Trez. Immediately, the master of this one feels a bit quiet overall.
Like I should have been a great about 2 years ago. You can open up my case, put on OJ's blood. Only difference is it fits. All you other rappers.
And a nice deep delivery here on the voice. Rapping Drew, thank you. You are next in the queue. Sareem._ on Instagram.
Yeah, you know I'm up and down. Yeah, they say I do too much, but I don't really care. If you with me, then it's cool. If not, it's fuck you. Every time I
let us know what you think in the chat.
You know you lose. Bunch of rap dreams. Yeah, it's all a bunch of rap dreams.
I think I like this.
Get it back. Yeah, it rarely goes to plan, but
it could be a bit louder overall.
Back home, I was clouded with doubts. Like who really fucked with me?
I just toned it up on my side, but
when the praises stop singing, who gonna take a seat with me? Judas still ain't with Christ.
I would say the same thing about layers, vocal layers and ad-libs. Like I feel this way generally about rap music. Like I don't think that we're in a place anymore where you can just have one lead vocal and nothing else. What do you get for gifting? I gifted stuff. You get bumped up, bro, into our priority queue. So you are now right here, and you are guaranteed to play on stream today.
Call of Duty in the basement. I remember what I thought on the night I played Blueface. I don't post to tell this nigga that my homie is a racist. Like you watch.
Actually, you just followed. That's the notification I got. But yeah, for subbing, gifting a sub, you get ad-free viewing. You get these emotes that I made for you guys. We have a subscribers only channel in the Discord. So if you join our Discord, you can join there and ask me any questions you have about the music industry that you might want to ask more one-on-one. Sareem _ on Instagram. And then, yeah. Oh, this one is loud. I like this beat more than the other one, I see immediately. Let us know what you think in the chat. It's definitely still a busy beat, but it's not bad. It scared me too. I'm right there with you, Trinity. Terrified. Very abrupt.
Just so you know who started this.
Yeah, it is. It's distorted on purpose.
Who the fuck said that they king and I'm crowning, I'm walking them down and I'm robbing that shit. DBS diamonds, I'm driving.
I actually like this one way more, bro. This is what I was talking about with the intro. Not terrified. I'm done. Yeah. Look, I'm not gonna say that I'm mad about a song starting immediately though, because you've heard me talk about intros. I don't love intros. Long intros are the worst. So I'm kind of not mad that we get thrown straight into it. I think the energy on the vocal on this one matches the beat way more. So to me, this makes a lot more sense. It's definitely an acquired listen, but there's for sure a target audience. Like there's definitely an audience for this right now. Kind of wish there was a little more distortion on the vocal, says I didn't know I needed this. I could definitely hear more distortion on the vocal too, or if not on the lead, at least another layer of it that is super distorted. I see Ike 509 on Instagram if you're rocking with that one. Filthy production. Like Filthy from Working on Dying type production, right? I think his vocal a little weird. Yeah, it's not quite there. I think that was the thing we talked about on the other song we listened to. I think the delivery still needs a little bit of work overall, but I think of the two songs we listened to, the delivery on that second one, I think fits a little bit more the direction that he's going in musically, especially when we talk about the production styles and the type of beats he's picking. Like, it seems like it's definitely in that rage lane, a little bit more like busy, a lot of synths, a lot of like, what's the fucking word? A lot of dissonance, melodic dissonance, especially in the synths and like the melodies there. So for me, that second one was definitely better. Think about that delivery when you're doing it. Definitely lean into that more aggressive type delivery. Honestly, like I don't feel like Comethazine is probably a really, really good reference for you to listen to a rapid delivering with a super aggressive tone over beats that are kind of similar to that. Maybe not exactly like that, but similar, at least energy-wise. So I would definitely, if you haven't listened to much Comethazine, I would just get in there, listen to the way he delivers, and take notes on the energy that we get, especially with the ad-libs too, because I feel like you're missing ad-libs entirely. So All right, Day Astro, you can definitely submit music if you want to. Boom. Right here in the chat. Melorella, this is beautiful, bro.
You cut me down.
I love the way things come in and out. Production-wise, this is great.
You are the sky.
This is not out yet. This is not even finished yet. Not even fully written. Hype for this demo. Would love some feedback. Sound reminds me of Golden Hour a little bit. Like one of those songs where it's got a really, those big drops. They're great. Trinity says, I love. I didn't know I needed this. This is different. I like. Music needs more full stops. The use of silence is so powerful. I agree. The full stops are really cool. Great layers. And the guitar tone is also phenomenal. So whoever did that, shout out to them. Melorello on Instagram. I like this a lot, bro. Really, really nice details even in the guitar solo. It's a nice lead guitar line. You produced everything? Absolutely killed it, man. You did an incredible job on this one. Production is top 2. I'll maybe fix just a couple notes at the end there on the guitar solo, but other than that, really like that one a lot, man. I can't wait to hear that finished. I can't wait for it to come out. Definitely let me know when it comes out because I will support that on playlists. That's a great pop song. Well written, well produced. Felt deliberate and intentional across the board. Just the whole thing. Very, very well done. You get a round of applause for that one. The Dad Poppy, thank you for the follow. Same with you, Day Astro.
Yeah, they got needles in their veins, ain't diabetic. When you disconnected with the world and it feels synthetic, it turned a nihilism to the mind of every skeptic. You humanize every human that
Smile Peso, an ex-community playlist cover artist. This man has been top 5 on our community playlist before. Let us know what you think in the chat. At Smile Peso on Instagram. Only Facts that just took a trip to 96. This is definitely some rapidy rap stuff. Definitely feel like the vocal level could be a little bit higher. I do agree with that. I didn't know I needed this. Love when it gets into this melodic part on the chorus though. Feels very whiz. Feels very like fucking early Jay-Z / Stolly. Like when he was rapping with Big L. Nice. Real hip hop, yeah, for sure. Is there ever a time where you shouldn't use a lot of layers on vocals? I would say the only time where you shouldn't do that is maybe on a ballad where it's like an acoustically backed ballad. You know what I mean? Like if it's just a voice and a piano or just a voice and a guitar, I feel like there are times where you don't need to do a bunch of layers there. But no, for the most part, I would think about filling up the space in a song and using vocals to do that. That's a personal take too. I don't know that everybody feels that way. Nick and Andre. Sound selection of the melodic stuff in the instrumental high and doesn't feel as strong as the groovy bass in production. That's fair, but I kind of like the contrast of those two sounds together personally. Flows on points, let's check the rhyme. Joji's really good with using layers. I would agree with that as well. I don't know, man. I like the synth layers on this, especially with the vocal when we get to this melodic hook. Fact is, I'm about to go buy some Timbs, bro. I mean, everybody needs some Timbs. That fans also like is crazy. It is actually wild. Energy is strong without being too loud or off-putting. Also, there's a few ballads where he strips it back more too. Yeah. I think that's the appropriate time. No, these synths give it this vintage feel, honestly. It makes everything feel like a sample. I don't know if there is a sample in this, but those synths make it feel like a sample. Cadet Caribou. I am, yeah. If you want to submit, you can do so here. And if you want to skip the queue and get bumped into our priority queue, that's the instructions in the chat for you too. Lukewarm says, be careful with layering vocals. My music got better when I learned to dial it back, learn how to layer and harmonize like crazy, but use it tastefully. I agree. Using it tastefully is important. I think that's just the thing across the board, though. Like, I would say, at least my method of doing it is just add everything that you want to add and then start to pull back bit by bit. Caribou, if you could submit using the Google form, that'd be great. It goes here. That would be awesome. Thank you. Thank you. No worries if the link's fucked. Just let me know if I get to you, and we'll get the right one. But yeah, I would say, like, just in general, like, when it comes to producing or writing music, like, I think you don't want to do too much. I think that's a big mistake that a lot of people make, like, just producers in general, or artists in general. I think a lot of people make the mistake of doing too much on a song, but I also think it's important to fill up the space musically and then learn how to strip things back. And also, the more that you add, the more that you have to play with too. So even if it's like adding variation or things like that, sometimes it will actually benefit you to do more and then pull back once you have the most, you know what I mean? As opposed to leaving it too bare. I would honestly, like, even lean into doing too much and then just cutting things out. Like, when I produce, that's what I do. Like, I'll add like fucking 15 musical layers and then I'll kind of pull back and be like, nope, that's not it. Maybe I'll bring something in for a moment further in, take it out, you know what I mean? But I think it is a good thing to be able to have at least some elements to play with. But I agree with the core of what So Lukewarm was saying. You know what I mean? Don't do too much. Don't do too much. Yeah, Jacob Collier is absolutely an example of too much. I would agree with that. He does do too much. That's a fact. All right, this is Dooley and T-Mac. Where you at? Yes, queue is still open for sure. If you want to submit, all you got to do is follow this link I just put in the chat for you. Make sure you submit in there only. Thank you. Thank you. It's got a nice bounce to it. Something feels a little bit off musically here between the vocal melody and the instrumentation. In the hook specifically. Other than that, I really like it. But there is one note in the hook that feels like it's slightly off. It's that piano. I like when rappers get on danceable shit too. It's nice to see how people do it. I think the auto-tune, not right, I don't know. I think it's the third chord in the piano. I think it's the third chord in the piano too. Overall vibe is really cool, I agree. Music, like that shit is gonna be an ear thing for me though. I'll hear it non-stop. One Way Dooley on Instagram for Dooley who's on the verse there. Hey, fuck yeah, man. Sometimes life will do that to you. It'll take you in a different direction. You'll pivot. You take a little side step, but the end goal is always the same. I always tell people, don't be afraid to pivot a little bit. Super catchy song, though, overall. And to be honest, now that we've gotten further into the song, that moment doesn't even really bother me as much as it did at the beginning. So, no, I'm not upset about this one at all. It feels very good. No, you're right. That one does definitely absolutely have potential. I like that one. I think you guys did a great job. Alex Boyle. The fact that K Tremini had no truly danceable beats on is a crime. Yeah, that's kind of crazy and weird, right? Top line's super catchy on that one. I agree. Alex Boyle, you're up next, bro. Irish artist. I don't think that you knew that when you subscribe, you get bumped up, but surprise, you do. This love song mix too. Let us know what you think in the chat. If you're here in the chat, man, thank you for hanging out with us tonight. Happy Thursday.
You could say this was an independent love song. It's nothing like to us what love meant to them.
I have no idea where this one's gonna go, guys. So this is a rough mix, so keep that in mind too. Official Alex Boyle on Instagram. I think it's gonna get really heavy though, because this dude says something about rages and like all this shit. So, oh fuck. Whoa. Whoa, whoa.
Fuck a FaceTime call, I'm on Skype. Real op slayer, bitch, I brought a knife.
No, if you stick around till the last 30 minutes of the stream, we bump people up for free too, so.
Hop in the drop, take a head off. Charlie in the box.
This beat is crazy, I agree.
Hereditary life.
Alright.
Bitch is what I like.
Yeah.
Bitch is what I like. Possessive female bitch. Yeah, that's what I like.
I do think delivery still needs a little bit of work. Didn't expect the Young Gravy flow. I'm not mad at the flow itself. I do think the delivery could use a little bit more work. I would say add ad-libs.
45 plus the Mac 10, bitch, that's 55. Extendo on the clip, bitch, you ain't gon' see 65. Real op swanger, Irish hip banger.
Low key, it's like the flow is kind of hard. I do have to say that the flow is kind of tough.
Fuck music matters, bitch, I got a Sammy or an auto for the rappers.
Hydro, where's your song at, bro? Hydro, what's your artist name again, man? I'm sorry, I can't find it. No, it's kind of a Drake. He had kind of a little bit of a Drake flow on there. He didn't do this beat justice for real. Yeah, but also at the same time, like, I'm not mad at it. Beat Switch was absolutely an attention grabber. His artist is clearly early on in their career, so. Your boy Ivan for the stream. Ivan. Is his whole name your boy Ivan? Yeah, it is. Beat is crazy. What I will say that was pretty impressive is that I didn't hear your accent at all, and I feel like with Irish rappers a lot of times, you either like really hear the accent like super aggressively. Yeah, Flow in the Fuzz remind me of like, ASAP Ferg, Plain Jane. I like the riskiness of this. Bro's not afraid to do something different. I'm not mad at it. Like, I think the idea was there. Kenan, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you for listening to it as well. I hope it was good. I kind of blacked out. I feel like I black out when I do podcasts a lot or when I do panels, and I just never remember what I've said and always leave the thing hoping that what I've said is at all useful. So I hope it was helpful in any way. So yeah, this is What Do You Seek by Johari Turner. Johari makes some super out of the box music, so definitely let us know what you think in the chat, and as always, please be respectful of each other if you're giving feedback. I feel like you sometimes I do forget what I'm talking about on stream. That's why it's a little rambly sometimes, like I'll go off on tangents, but I think that's what makes it fun too. You guys were like, I'm already just being myself when I get on here, and I tend to be like that when I'm in person too. I get distracted pretty easily, so. Plus there's a lot of conversations happening at once, you know what I mean? I'm like keeping up like 10 conversations at once in this. My beige flag is thinking I popularized SoundCloud, balance by my show is dead. Yeah. He is on beat. It goes in and out a little bit. Johari is 17 though, and he produces everything himself, mixes everything himself, and writes everything himself. So please do take that into account too. He is learning, but I think like as a 17-year-old, like when I think about like the musical aspects and the musicality of what's being made, like I gotta give this kid props for that, man. P Drippy was good. Macy, what's your artist name? Careful on some of these guitar lines too. Better production would do him justice. For 17, this is actually raw. I just see the potential, bro. When I think about what I was doing at 17, this is great. I agree. I think there's so, like I said, every time we listen to one of his songs, I think there's so much potential here. Because this is hard as fuck to do as well, you know what I'm saying? But that's why I'm saying it's super out of the box, like, it's so unique. I can't catch the flow yet either, but there's moments where I do, and that's the thing that excites me about him. Rob Chanel says this is so dope for his age. I agree, there's moments of greatness in this, it still just needs polishing. Macy Flowers, what's your artist name? I can't find you in the Google form. That's what I'm saying. Look, like, if you beyond the full scope of the song, right? if you take away the moments where there's mistakes or where things could improve, because that's going to be the case with anybody at this age making music, when you get into the actual talent going behind the falsetto, the vocals, the actual musicality in the production, which is hard as fuck to do at all, and then also just the visual aesthetic. Like, I just think there's a lot here that is really exciting for somebody who's only 17 years old. That is the thing that I'm focusing on here. I do think there is work that needs to be done, but I feel that way about a lot of artists. And I feel that way about a lot of artists who are much older than 17. So I'm gonna give him a little bit of leeway. I do wish that he'd brought in the falsetto a little bit because it was really nice. But I think overall Johari is on the right path. And to be already so proactively doing all of this at 17, very impressive. So great job. Keep going. Timing is something that can improve still. Mixing is something that you can still work on as well. But I think there's a lot of really cool elements in there, and it's just a matter of time, bro. Keep working, keep working. All right, we got After School Beats, Georgia Smith, Brent Fire, Sad Interlude type beat. I think this one, personally, like as a producer, there's a lot of dissonance going on here between the just the melodic elements. Like the bass and the guitar don't go together here, like just musically, like from a music theory standpoint. That's my biggest note here. Like it's like very ambient and like kind of like loose. Doesn't really feel like there's a ton of structure to it. So for me, like when I think about production, right, like this is the way I think about it. It's not the way every producer thinks about it, but for me, producing is about giving, there's a lot of things that don't go together on this, but producing is about giving a canvas that allows space for a vocal to come in and do it. Yeah, there is. Subscribing or gifting a sub. Oh, Macy Flowers, thank you so much. 332, I'll bump you up. I just couldn't find you as whatever it was. I actually still don't see it. Oh, there it is. There it is. Yeah, if you gift a sub or subscribe, you get bumped up. And then, yeah, if Rob Chanel, if you want me to just bump you up to the top, that's basically what that does. But make sure you submit it in the Google form. So I actually think, like, rhythmically, this is cool. It's also quite long. The structure is a bit weird. Because it does feel like the first verse and the second verse are different lengths also. The first chorus and the second chorus are different lengths. Definitely keep working at it. Making use for a few months. I'm just learning music theory. I think that will help a lot. Like if I'm being honest with you, I think that's the tough part. And production is a journey as well. Like I would say this to everybody who is a producer here. Like it is just doing it a bunch and trying shit. And sometimes it's just not going to work, and that's fine. Like, you really got to just try a bunch of shit first, and you'll learn from doing that. But I think the things to think about there are definitely music theory, making sure that you're on the same key. Like, that is a big thing. Tuning your bass to make sure that it's in the same key as whatever your melodic elements on the chord progression are is very important. Otherwise, things will sound kind of weird and dissonant. And generally, that is going to be a thing for me when I'm listening to beats that will stand out and make me not pick one. Like, just, again, personally, like, if I'm... What just happened? Did something weird just happen? Did you guys see that, too? Why did Drez just drag up into... Oh, no, that was Drez. That was Drez. Okay. My bad. I didn't do anything wrong, though. Yeah, but just keep going. Like, literally, like, bro, if I showed you, like, the fucking scraps that I have of stuff that I've started and then just never finished, it's like, sometimes the shit's just not there, you know what I mean? And you just move on and you keep making things. But the only way to learn is to keep doing things. Yeah, sorry, I didn't fuck anything up. That's my bad. Rapping Drew with Cloak, up next. We're gonna keep things moving.
Yeah.
Not yet, Thrax. You followed, you didn't subscribe, bro. I gotta get these priority subs first, man. Definitely don't stop. It's just literally just practice, bro. But the more you learn music theory, the easier it gets, and that's just a fact.
Please grab your drink, grab your smoke. We ain't never
All right, Drew.
home. Take Patron to the dome.
This is tough.
On a mission, don't you go
Rapping Drew out of the UK.
When I get my first meal, disappear with my cloak. Check me out.
This is immediate save for me, bro. Immediate save. Hey Wesley, what's going on? How was class? We got damn near 50 in the chat right now. It's beautiful. It's nice to see all of you on a Thursday night. Rob Chanel, what's your artist name? Did you submit yet? I don't see you in this form, and I want to get you dragged up, bro. Where you at? There you are. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You did gift 5 subs, so we're gonna bump you up 5 times. This is great. Nah, this is great. It's got a really good bounce to it. Your delivery's dead on here. The beat choice is really good. This one's an immediate save for me. I put this in the songs we found on Twitch playlist. We'll definitely keep this in mind when it comes to making content next week. ICX feel like I'm in Top Boy, in it, fam. In it, blood. The IG? Oh, you guys want the IG? At Rapping Drew on Instagram. Background crazy. This one's great, man. You killed it on this. This is probably my favorite one you've done. Like, truthfully. Feels the most polished lyrically, delivery-wise, like, everything's just on. Everything's on this one. I love this doubled vocal on the hook, too. I think that's such a nice touch. Dope, dope. Thank you. We'll get you into that priority queue. Hey. I think if any feedback, if someone don't like this, like question the hippie music, I would agree with that. If I had any feedback to give you, and this is maybe just this is more a suggestion than something that I think actually needs to change about the song, but especially on that second verse, right? Like, I didn't really feel like the flow rhythmically changed too much from the first to the second verse. If anything, and this is really just an if anything, you could add maybe like a part where the rhythm of the flow was maybe doubled up and just a little bit quicker, just to kind of bring in a moment like that where you can, like, you're already flexing on people with the bars, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like a moment like that in this song wouldn't be bad, or in a song like that where the beat's a little slower, but at the same time, like, it's, if you didn't, like, I like the song as is, you know what I mean? Like, if I was in the studio with you, I probably would have suggested that, but at the same time, if you hadn't have done it, I would have been like, yeah, cool, that's fine, this still sounds great. Alright, we got another one from ICI. This one's definitely back on that more Young Gravy-esque kind of flow. Let us know what you think in the chat. When that shit start to go, how the fuck you supposed to know you chose? Fuck it, I'm gonna be what Mama Rose from the concrete or Rosa. One more and then I gotta go work out. A little versatility. I'm dead. That's a hilarious note to add for the stream. Remember, I was jaded when they left me like a hoe. Contemplated going crazy, solitary, moving slow. So that's why I made freezing, man. Believe me, man, it was cold. I still think delivery is the biggest thing here that needs work on. I won't coke, I survived all the jokes and by the jokes. I mean clones, man, these niggas got no hope. Fuck it, I'm not mad at this. I think this and the last one are probably the two that I've liked the most that I've heard you send in. No, the delivery thing though, I would literally say that's like 95% of rap is like delivery is a thing you have to keep working on until you find the pocket. And I just think that's a difficult thing, you know? I was born for every good intention, my intention pure. Promise I will always pay attention, girl, it's time for show. My ego big, but I'm so young and I'm so icy once again. I make a pleasure, always ball it, but that's fine, Thrax, but I will say, like, I've heard much worse. Like, and maybe it's because I listen to so much fucking music, but like, I've heard much worse than this when it comes to rapping. Like, it definitely needs work, but like at the same time, that's what we're here for. That's what we're here for. My favorite from all the three. Yeah, it's not ass. That's what I'm saying. Like, it still needs work for sure, but it's not bad. I've heard worse. You gotta understand, like, I've heard people that should quit. You know what I mean? Like, I would never tell them to quit, but I've definitely heard rappers that I would be like, nah, like this is not it at all. There's elements in this that I do like. Like the flow is actually like fire, bro. Like rhythmically, like I have very few issues with the flow. And honestly, lyrically, there are bars that I'm hearing that I really enjoy as well. Like they feel really authentic. They feel really like, you know, they feel like the artist we're listening to, and I fuck with that. But delivery could be a little bit better, and the vocal mix could be a little bit better, and the balance between the instrumental and the vocal could be a little bit more balanced. I think you should experiment with fucking ad-libs a little bit more. Icy Ike.
That's on everything I love, on my OGs above me, send my grandma.
I would say maybe stay away from the melodic stuff. I don't know that the melodic stuff for me is where you excel. I'm not mad at it, but I do think that like the rapping part of things is where I enjoy your songs the most. Sung parts, not as much. Yeah, like I can definitely hear the potential though. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, yo, this is terrible. It's not terrible. The bars are solid. And we got to take all those things into account. You know what I mean? Like, that's what we're here for. We're here to listen to stuff early and get to shit early. So, like, it is what it is. Hope you get to mine and welcome at 6:45 a.m. and submit to the stream immediately. You don't have to do that for what it's worth. As long as it comes in on the day, you have an equal chance. On my side, we take danger routes. Oh, shit. Rob Chanel from New Jersey. This is my first time listening to you, bro. And you got me. you got me, bro.
I cannot trip over those that's willing to teeter the line and switch up the vibe for hoes. That energy coming with L's and lows. Gotta be savage to keep up the glow. Rattling cages and stepping on toes. Step back 3.
We just found a fucking gem.
I'm petty when it come to war.
Hey man, I give a good one, bro. We'll see you next week, alright? What you know about Chattanooga?
Nigga getting phased out. Chatty nigga getting laid out. Home turned to a halfway.
Oh yeah, bro. This is a visual help to stand out. I agree. 12 followers is madness, bro.
Cause I'm turning the table. Got about a hood angel. Found a way, never said thank you. Gave a dig, not a bitch. Thank you.
Props from chat. Hey man, shout out to chat. Shout out to Tennessee. Matty on said, bro. Not all of his fault. This is what we're here for, bro. 12 followers about to turn into 15. I hope.
I make commissions off bitches like I make decisions that niggas just can't.
Who's on verse 2?
Niggas I can't. I make my clique, my militia, my gang. I get so hot in my head in the clouds.
This reminds me of Chris Patrick too. That's immediately what I thought, honestly. Already 16. Pull up in the cool. Better watch a bitch, I'ma pull up with a tool. Oh, Marco Plus on them? I fuck with Marco Plus too. He was talking crazy, now nigga trying to truce. Nigga trying to talk, great feature.
Skating to the figures like I'm Chrissy, I'm a gooch. I ain't trying to kick, spend a ticket on my shoes. I'm pushing P like a motherfucking Prius.
Is he gonna be a co-primary on this when it drops?
He drops it on me, what type motherfucker he is. See him outside to that sucker repeat it, he don't motherfucking mean it. I keep the rest like I'm motherfucking Venus. Tell your hoe to get off my motherfucking penis. Hit it a hoe with the stroke of a motherfucking genius. She screaming plus you the motherfucking meanest.
Hey man, this is great. You fucking killed this shit. When you drop this, make sure you go send this to every motherfucker who listens to Marco Plus and has supported him. Every curator who supported Marco Plus is gonna fuck with this song. Make sure you send it to them. This was unbelievable, bro. I can't believe you only have 12. I cannot believe you only have 12 followers. That is absurd. When is that one dropping? October 27th. Oof. Do you have any music out right now? Or not yet? That shit was hard, bro. Definitely gonna be keeping my eyes on you. Yeah, and literally every curator who's in this chat right now, check the rhyme. I didn't know I needed this. All of us were like, yo, we gotta support this shit when it comes out, bro. You have no music out yet? Bro, alright, come on. You can't drop this EP as a full EP. Please don't do that if you have no music out yet. Please, 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 please. release singles first and build up to it, because you will get so much more out of that than you will from just dropping the EP out of the blue. I would say this to anybody in here, like, especially when you're getting started out, just do singles. It'll help you tell the story. It'll help you, you got to build your shit, do content, like all of that. Yeah, if you don't drop this, everybody in the chat's going to jump you. One, that. But please, 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 like, if I can force you to do anything today, it is for you to release singles first before you drop an EP. And honestly, maybe even break the EP up into singles so you can get the most out of it. Pushing a whole body of work is so difficult to do as an artist that people don't know yet. But building up to that, releasing things bit by bit, telling the story, building that following, building that rapport with like DSPs and your distributor and all that shit through pitching is so important, and it'll help you so much more. I guarantee you, if you drop it individually and break things up into singles, you'll get way more out of it. All right, we got another one from Alex Boyle. This one's called Rage Club, bro. You pick crazy beats. I have to say this, as the second one that we've listened to from you today, you picked some crazy beats. Yeah. Waterfall the releases as well. I don't love that personally, but...
Damn, guess who's back? Oxbow here with a car too fast.
yo. Nah, I promise you, man, you will get more out of it. It's easier to push a single and multiple singles than it is to push a whole body of work. Even in just like ad spends and content spends and stuff like that, videos, whatever it is, it's just, you can focus all your resources on one thing. I get why people do it. I've just not really seen it do that much, but fuck my releases up. Okay. This is great. I like this. Shaking hips, says Flex Brown. If anything, vocals could be louder, and I do think that the delivery could still be a little bit more aggressive on this. But I like this song more than the other one you sent in. I think this song kind of slaps. But I'm also really into this like Jersey Club shit right now. I definitely would agree putting more into singles rather than Waterfall shows more results. I don't want to rap. I can't do that fucking shit, man. When do you think is a good time to drop your first actual project or EP? That's tough. I can't really say. I've never fully enjoyed an album listening experience when more than 3 of the songs are already out. Yeah, I mean, fair enough. Did I? I totally did, bro. I'm sorry. I do like this. I just like Jersey Club, though, so you can send me a Jersey Club song. I'm probably gonna like it if it sounds good. I mean, you killed it on the fucking ad-libs. Like, I think the energy is there in this one. You know what I mean? Like, I can't... There's nothing that upsets me about this one at all. Day Astro, I got you in the queue. Thank you so much. Yeah, lukewarm. I don't know that I can agree with that. I actually feel like I don't really enjoy albums that much anymore because they're not really, like, there's no concept behind most of them. It's just a bunch of singles anyway. So, like, if it's a bunch of singles anyway, like, why the fuck do I give a... Like, as a listener, like, why do I give a shit if you put it out in one go as opposed to just, like, rolling it out slowly? Like, I'm supposed to give my whole attention to, like, an hour plus of someone's project for, like, what reason? You know what I mean? So, like, for me, like, and this is just me personally, like, I gotta listen to a ton of music, right? So it's different for me. Yeah, it depends on the artist for sure, but, like, I'm gonna be real, like, I haven't listened to I didn't even listen to fucking, Travis's album all the way through. You know what I mean? Like, and then to Hydra's point, I don't like albums when they have skits. I'm not trying to listen to a skit. I don't know. Like, I definitely have my opinions on albums, but I just don't, like, as an independent artist, right? And this is maybe more my point, but, like, as an independent or emerging artist, as people, like, if you got to think about the audience, like, why would they give a fuck? Like, if they don't know who you are yet, like, why would they be like, oh, I'm going to listen to this album? Like, what's the reason that you're giving them? Unless you have, like, the most amazing rollout ever and the best content and the best marketing, like, who fucking cares? You know what I mean? Like, why? So as a new artist, like, if you're trying to gain fans and build an audience, the easiest thing to do and the easiest way to do that is just release singles. Not only does it help your monthly listeners go up if you do it in a way that, like, snowballs, so, like, if you do, like, every 3 or 4 weeks, as you release, those monthly listeners will stay consistent. which is what you want, right? You'll be able to put more resources behind pushing each single, so you'll probably get more of a return on each thing, because pushing a body of work is much harder, and you're splitting up the listeners between 10 songs, 6 songs, 5 songs, whatever it is, as opposed to sending them to one thing. So I get where you guys are coming from, but at the same time, like as even in media, like I don't think motherfuckers listen to albums like that. They don't give a shit unless it's an artist they really fucking care about. Spit in My Face, funk remix by your boy Ivan. This one's going crazy already. Let us know what you think in the chat. We're gonna keep things rolling. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more priority subscribers, and then we will get to bumping people up from the chat for free, and we'll try and get as many as we can during that time, alright? Albums is still worth it, but I think it's more worth it when you get to a point where you have an audience that wants that from you, personally. Streaming has definitely changed the way we listen to music. Albums are still worth it, but I think it's better if you have an actual concept to the album, personally. Labels have already moved into being more single-based versus LPs. That's why you see all these TikTok kids blow up, get signed off the single, and then not see them do anything else, because the label's just squeezing the fuck out of the single as much as possible. Yeah, they gotta be an album, not a collection of singles. This is cool. I like this a lot. They're good for career narrative, but also at the same time, is it good for career narrative if it doesn't stream well? And then you have an album that no one's listened to? No? That's what I'm saying. If you're doing an album, it has to have the most, you have to have like a spectacular fucking rollout. Like you really gotta plan your shit. You gotta have great content. You gotta make people give a fuck. Because the narrative's not good if you put out an album and it streams horribly. Then if you're like trying to get a deal, like a distro deal or a label deal, people are gonna look at that and be like, this doesn't make any fucking sense. Yeah, if you're on, you don't need to worry about it. If you're on, you can do whatever the fuck you want. Like, that's what I'm saying. I'm right there with you, Trinity. Like, they just get overlooked. Like, you can see it in the back end when you look at the songs. Like, you have songs. There's always gonna be songs that do better than others, but like, it's very apparent when you look at one that's done like hundreds of thousands more streams than others, and then you're like, well, fuck, what happened? I agree, bro. I love J-Mac. That's the homie. I think he's doing a great job on his projects too. I mean, they all make sense. Like, I think with him, the cool thing is that each of those projects marks like a very distinct development too. Like, it's just like real growth. So I think that's one thing. Like, I think Griff does a good job of releasing projects because he's putting a bunch of music out. There's ways to do it, but I just personally, I think like if you are just getting started, it doesn't make sense to just put out a whole project first and not at least do singles first. That was really the point of this. Because if you're releasing an EP, roll out singles before you do that. Alright, this is Macy Flowers, 332 with Adult Swim.
My younger self is screaming out of geek going. Writing raps in my journals, I was a little kid. Looking at my brothers, we
I love this video.
Struggling to fit in, yeah, I was a lame kid. I put the words on the page, I feel
this video is really beautiful.
But nowadays I've been needing to talk to God.
Yeah, 3-song EPs are chill.
I look up and everyone is so fucking wrong.
Quite honestly, if I was doing a 3-song EP, I'd drop 2 singles and then add the third for the EP drop to make that the focus, and that'd be it.
My inspiration is suddenly gone blind. Making music is something that's not fun. But life's chasing after me, I gotta run.
So I think with the sample, there's a lot in the high mids and the EQ, and then the vocal kind of sits in the same space. So just carving out the space for that vocal to punch through, and bringing that sample down a little bit to make it a little bit less harsh in those upper registers would be good. I like the vocal mix though. It's just, I think with the sample and the vocal mix, it gets a little busy. But this video is incredible, bro. It's very Adult Swim. Yeah, that's the only problem. Vocals are getting drowned out, but I think it's the sample that's drowning out the vocals. Color grading and the edit on the video is great.
Enemy attacking me consistently, motivationally, good souls lost at bad times. But fuck it, it's the only reason that I write rhymes. Your smile never lost the shine in my book of rhymes. It's a few gamblers I tried to fit
supervise, but I get too scared. Never go to sleep when my lights on. Can't get the nights I spend my time gone. Fuck it, it's the only time I get it. Shit seems scripted, wicked, and I never seem to miss.
I will say the video really keeping me engaged. Like I feel like a lot of times, if the music isn't there, sometimes the video won't keep me engaged. This is a very beautiful video. You guys did a great job. The shots are all really great. You got a bag of cuties underneath your head. That's not even that. You know, it's not that complicated, but it looks nice on camera. I thought it was Shia LaBeouf with the little space he was cracking. Welcome in for the first time. Welcome to the crib.
Let me into the strips, I'm over it. Was it always being in between meds? Maybe the fair hell is still.
I think this dude right here has got the best flow. As his flow's really on, bro.
Maybe the troops in my veins, man. What took my innocence? Maybe alienation I saw in church as a little kid. I stepped in Papa's loafers when he told me to.
Is this the same as the first guy? No, this is the first guy.
Had to be some time before my first suicide attempt. When I thought violence was only in the movies as a kid. Hollywood's running out of ideas with every sequel it sells, but I think history just repeating itself.
Some real bars in here too. I'm not gonna lie.
No floaties drowning in the shallow end. Should've got out when they call it those swim, yeah. Should've got out when they call it those swim.
This playlist is my new releases playlist. Let's check the rhyme. 90 pounds aim. On the visual and single. Yeah, the visuals are really good, man. Your breath smell like all 90 pounds of Amy Winehouse is a crazy line. I mean, rest in peace. She probably didn't smell great. Creatively, this is really cool. I mean, I love seeing like even these behind the scenes shots right here, just to showing a little bit of the process towards the end of the video. I think that's a really nice touch. Overall, really cool. Biggest note is really just in the mix. You know, when you're layering vocal samples and vocals like that, I feel like it's tough. It's easy for things to get lost in the mix. So that would be it. It's just carving out some space for the lead vocal from that sample and making sure that the lead vocal pops through just a little bit more.
I miss you.
But yeah, you could definitely check the rhyme stuff. Just make sure you follow his instructions on how the best way to send in music is. This is Heaven's Sake by Griff. Basically every song that Griff has sent over from this project so far has been saved. If you want to submit, here's the link for it. We got about 20 minutes left. I do have a couple more priority subscribe submissions to get through. But if we get through all of them, then I'll start bumping people up from the chat for free. Obviously, I usually try and do that for the last 30 minutes, but we got a lot of subscribers today. So, like 31 subscribers.
I'm hungry, I'm out on a dinner date. She blowing my top like a Kennedy. I'm presidential like a Kennedy. I'm presidential like a timepiece.
Yeah, this is no different, bro. Griff. Self-produced again.
They tripping me out. Oh damn, I think that they Siamese. God bless me, man. I gotta sneeze.
I really enjoyed this EP, bro. October 1st, 2023 has been my favorite EP that I've heard from you this year. Blake says fire.
Indeed, it's my job to shake a loss, but then the shit through my timing off.
Trinity says, yeah, this one's crazy. Griff out of Austin, Texas. Self-producing for the W.
She hit the pole and take her ass to work. POV seeing up a skirt. PED just like Angle Kurt.
You're rocking with this one. It is Griff underscore. Griff music underscore on Instagram. Make sure you go follow him.
Yeah. Okay, this life of mine come with every perk. Volkswagen, I'ma make it. White bitch look like Doris Burke.
I love that. Check the rhyme. It's pretty easy to get a hold of me, but also easy to lose my attention. I will say that is exactly the same for me, though maybe not as easy to get in touch with me, because sometimes I do just be ignoring shit. Just depends how busy I am in a day.
Said I never can lose. I give it my all for real.
White bitch look like Doris Book is crazy. Look, Griff has some great bars in his songs, man. There's been a lot of great bars. Check the room says I ignore people. Sometimes you got to. I think that's something I've learned in my career. Who's Doris Book? I think that's something I've learned in my career though, is like you can't actually help everybody all the time. She's at the NBA games, bro. If you play 2K, she's like always in fucking 2K, bro. Like I'm gonna allow that one. I'm allowing this message from Griff because it's hilarious. All right, that cherished part of me by Wesley. Let us know what you think in the chat. Guys, really my crush for real. You guys are silly. You guys are fucking silly. What you know about David Aldridge though? Undead.
What does it mean? That wasn't a dream. Watch my soul flow downstream. I don't know how to play this.
Kind of excited to see where this one's gonna go. Guitar is loud, I agree. Guitar could come down a touch. Kind of tough though at the same time.
I couldn't pull the trigger to kill that cherished part of me. I knew that you.
Nah, this is tough, bro.
I knew that this would end the same.
Hey Wesley, 2 S's on Instagram. 41 followers is crazy as well, though. I didn't know I needed this. This is so sick. Nah, this is good. This is really good, man. Shout out to Wesley. I just doesn't like his voice. I really like his voice too. I said this last time we listened to him. I think it was Monday the first time we listened to him, but I felt the same way then too. If you are here in the chat, stick around. After we get done with stream, I'm going to take you guys to another music streamer as well. So there'll be another place for you to send music in after you get done with us. 13 says, yeah, this is cool. It's just well done, man, honestly, like. Especially when it drops into this chorus, too. It's really good when it drops into this chorus. And hey, Wesley, 2 S's on Instagram. Make sure you follow if you're rocking with this one. I enjoy much.
I knew that this would end the same. I couldn't pull the trigger to kill that cherished part of me.
If any feedback, you could do a higher harmony on this last chorus that's like almost like just an ad-libby, like kind of run, like big moment that happens vocally. That would be my only real feedback on this one. I think if you had a moment like that, it would just send it over the edge. But I really, really like that a lot. I think you did an amazing job on it. Again, this is my second song that I've listened to by you that I think just hit. So keep that shit up, man. Beautiful. This is Dobie Dope with Showers featuring J-Wop. I can't wait to hear more from you. Please let us know when you're dropping music as well. Like, I want to support it. I've liked everything I've heard so far. This video is mad clean already. A short film called Showers. Okay, it's only 3 minutes. Almost lost me in short film.
But me been worried about me, could have been comatose, but tip I be on my toes. Hence I've been on my own. I step away when I feel a sensory overload. Can't sit like a cordless phone, don't tilt like a broken nose. No dips, no way will they dog me out. Learned early to spot the tuck and tail with the barking mouth. Respect is earned.
This is actually very good, man.
Call it out. It's not a stretch.
Dobie Dope is nice. Let's check the RAM. I'm seeing it right now. That's the Luke Woman says this is really fire. Oh, that's a great shot. That's a great shot.
Spill any fool's chalice, we milk them. The plot is dense, so that's a little cool challenge.
This is a really well shot, man.
Even out, we at full balance. I'm gifted with getting out of these situations while taking heed. I sometimes
Grant Simpson's tone is really good. He does that thing that I really love from rappers where they sit back into their natural voice. It feels very authentic. It feels like it's coming from here instead of here.
In this life, what they praise the almighty old dollar.
Cool.
Cold money, cold world.
Love where that went too. Milk Bath shot needs to come back was too hard. I agree. Visual is 10 out of 10, 100%.
If it ain't good for my kin, it don't mean nothing to me. If it ain't come from within, it
This got that early Kendrick feel to it vocally too. Like Section 80.
Hot showers are overrated. Sometimes underwhelming shit be overhated.
The only thing that I would say, because the vocal feels a little flat at times, like you could a little bit more emotion in the delivery, I think would send it over the top as well. But yeah, I definitely hear like that early Kendrick Section 80 type shit in this, and I like it a lot. It stands out.
Trigger these trigger warnings since everyone trigger happy. I'm tired of this cat fest.
Lyrics are very good. Sometimes underwhelming shit is overhated. Love that bar. There's a lot of really, really great bars in this song.
They got a microwave for cooking that fast shit, but it just ain't holding weight. I bypass all the gas tricks. Get what I'm saying? My hands out, form of prayer. They hands out for a savior in form of
I think this is the same beach the Leo shot Clippers.
Clippers
video on.
There's no flying with no wings, oh Lord.
In this life, what they praise the almighty old dollar.
Milk Bath is an insane shot. I agree. To be honest with you, a lot of these shots are really, really great. I gotta pull this up on Spotify really quickly and save it for the playlist too. Which one is the Showers? Showers is going on the playlist for sure. Very nice music vid. Spoken Reasons with the afro and hard lyric. Yeah. Very nice music video, dope visual. I think we all agree. If you're rocking with us, make sure you go follow Dobie Dope on socials as well. I'm about to do that myself right now. I already do. Dobie Dope on Instagram. This is not the first time I've been impressed by Dobie Dope. I lied to you guys. I've heard him before. Surprise. Matty Owens up next. We got 2 more priority subscribers, and then we are going to get into bumping people up from the chat for free. Matty Owens, pick a song, please, and let me know which one. I can't play the whole thing. Please let me know which one to play. Run it back. All right, I got you. Thank you. Oh, shit. Let us know what you think in the chat. This is crazy. That kick came in real heavy. It's kind of a vibe, though. Matty Owens on Instagram.
Brassy body with a body up bounce. Finna get spicy. Swimming to the beast on my Pisces. Said you gon' know me, not that you gon' like me. So baby, it's been on repeat. Run it back, run it back, run it back. If you lose a dollar, get 100 back. Leave the house and never bring your son back. Whoa, I can tell it's real.
I think the sub could come down just a touch. Like, to me, that's really it. It's kind of cool aesthetically. Like, overall, when you listen to it, it's kind of a nice vibe. But I do think that it doesn't do your vocals any favors, unfortunately. Especially because the melody in this beat is also super nice too, so I feel like that's maybe my only feedback. But your voice sounds really good. This is super interesting. Kind of gives me like a little Travis Spitter, a little fucking Tommy Richmond. We have talked to this guy before, says that's so lukewarm. So the coolest motherfuckers in music live in Brazil. Like, moved to Cali already, I'm dead. Nah, this is cool. This is definitely a vibe, bro. When's this drop? Oh, you're in Massachusetts right now, in Boston. Definitely listened to Clark D before. Speaking of Tommy, I got so much FOMO for Everything is Punk. Yeah, me too. I've been to one Everything is Punk, and this shit was unreal. So if you are in LA, definitely pop out to Everything is Punk. Tommy Richmond is definitely a legend. Nice guy, too. Nice guy. Loves himself. Loves, like, absolutely loves. When I say this, I don't mean this even slightly. This is not hyperbole. This dude absolutely fucking loves MMA. Like, is just super, super into UFC.
Shimmer, shimmer, shimmer on me.
Maddie in the Middle. I love that. That's an awesome. I love Malcolm in the Middle. It's one of my favorite shows of all time. So Maddie in the Middle is a great project name. I love this lukewarm. Very good. Yeah, he and J-Mac are definitely on the UFC shit heavy. Of course, bro. That's what we're here for. Come back. Send us more music. I'd love to hear more. Truthfully. And make sure, again, if anybody in here hasn't submitted for the priority or for the community playlist, make sure you can submit for that. It closes this weekend. But I've still got time to listen to a couple more. That's so lukewarm on Instagram.
Always your Patron, so I'm finna dive in. Let me beat it up like I'm finna die in it. Bonafide hitter, let me get with it.
It's a flip visually and feel wise on this early dope stuff. Yeah, I fuck with that, man. Yeah, lukewarm is fire. I definitely am a big lukewarm fan for sure. This is one of my favorite ones I've heard from you. It's a little bit less funky than I think we've gotten used to. But this is hard. Love the way that kick really punches through and ducks everything off. That's a A1 side chain job right there, bro.
Tell me, would you take my
Tavion Twitch says, I want this on my playlist right now. And if you miss any of the socials, don't worry. I'm going to put all of them in the Discord after we get off. So you can always click through and go follow who you want.
Oh, there's a party where the place at. Usually it's wherever I take that. Went from uninvited to the night isn't the same without him. That's what I became the second.
These bridges, the vocals and lyrics make it 13 out of 10. I agree. This one's perfect, bro. No feedback. Beautiful, beautiful elements in this. Flow switch is amazing. Really, all of this. The vocals in the beat as well are really, really nice.
Keep at it even when it's hurting. Knowing that my future looking damn well worth it. Long as I got you by my side, I'm certain. Let me see those diamonds dance. See those diamonds dance. Shimmer, shimmer,
Oh, I'm having so much fun with this one. This is great. I wish it wasn't over. Loki wishes one had not ended. Absolutely unbelievable, man. Great job. So lukewarm. That's so lukewarm on Instagram. I have been so impressed by your music. All right. While we listen to, oh no, Day Astro. That's the broken link. You told me about this. You already warned me about this. You warned. This is Freya, unreleased by Day Astro. While we listen to this one, if you're here in the chat, put your artist name in the chat. I'm bumping people up for free for the last 10 minutes of the stream. So we're going to try and get through as many songs as possible. If we don't get to you today, I'm sorry. That's just how this works. That's why I always tell you, if you want to guarantee that you get played, subscribing and gifting a sub is the best way to do it. But we're going to try and get through as many as possible, all right, in this time. We probably will only listen to about a minute of each song in these free bumps so we can get to as many as possible, but we'll still give feedback where we can and let you know what we think, okay? Give me a chance to catch up with the chat if I don't respond for a minute. Oh, I love the way this started already. And please don't spam the chat with your name. If you put it one time, that's enough. Spamming will not be rewarded. I promise you. This is great. I really like this as well. This is the kind of shit I find myself listening to a lot, just for what it's worth as well. Like, I really love stuff in this space. It's kind of in between, like, alt pop, R&B. Like, I love this space. I think I got the right one for Trinity. Yeah, I think I did. Los Courtside. Let's get you bumped up. This is not out yet. Smokes is only about a minute and a half. Beautiful. Oh, love this switch up right here too. This is really good, man. Been writing and producing for a couple years. Gonna release this as my first solo thing end of this year, early next year. I would save it for early next year. This is just a pro tip for anybody trying to release music in the holidays. Don't. It's not worth it. All of the people that you rely on to support the music to get it to stream well, DSPs, people in the fucking media industry, curators, like, this is the only time of the year that people in the music industry really get a break. So just be aware that, oh, Trinity, it didn't work. Just be aware that, like, can you give me access? Do you think you can resend this link if I request access right now? Please don't steal my email, but if you can give me access, that'd be great. I'll play the Xander William one first. Atmosphere is great. Yeah, that one was really, really beautiful. Oh, I love James Blake. Beautiful. Don't release anything. Oh, did you see the Spotify one? Okay, I'll do that. Yeah, don't release anything, like, basically between Thanksgiving and New Year's. It's really just not worth it. Unless it's a holiday song. Like, if it's a holiday song, sure, but if not, like, I would usually say just don't. Early next year, exactly. Like, you're better off just promoting and making content all through the holidays, because people will still be on their phones and shit. And then next year, actually release the single. But just build into it. Keep teasing it, doing stuff like this. Like, Alright, this is Trinity. Let us know what you think in the chat. Quick for something, man. If you want to submit, do it here. But honestly, we're in the last 10 minutes of the stream. We're listening to about a minute of every song right now in the rapid fire bumps. And that's where we're at. So if you don't want to submit today, stick around and submit for Monday. This is really good, actually. Oh, no socials, though. We gotta hit you with the no socials in the chat, Trinity. Yeah, you can save your song for Monday, but you have to resubmit it on Monday. Sure, I'll rapid fire you if you submit in the Google form. Yeah, you gotta resubmit on Monday if we don't get to you today. Trying to D, 2 E's on Instagram. Oh, you know R&B. You're my guy. Shout out to R&B. This is really solid, actually. Voice is beautiful. Might want to play the one or some of the length shorter. We'll get to it when I get to it, alright? I might not even get to the song. That's all we can do, so we can try and get through more. But, Trinity, TRYNIDEE on Instagram. If you're rocking with that, make sure you go follow. Great job. I enjoyed that one. This is Xander William with Crazy. Love the font on this. Off rip, that intro is amazing.
Cover the meal, cover the bill, cover your chills, my coat. Hands on the wheel. I'm driving you home, part of the deal.
Oh shit, this visual is nice.
Part with a kiss, hit the road, then glow. It's hard with this to not boast. Keep me on my heels and toes.
Hey, we got the 3,700 followers. Shout out to you guys. Thank you so much for the support. And we got over 300 subs too. We're at 311 subs. Shout out to you guys.
I would give you the most. Yeah, I'm for real. Part of the deal. Visit the city, then come to the coast.
This is perfect,
with me before you were ghost. Shit. I'm deep in my feelings. I'm praying to God they ain't notice. From the outside, what I suppose is.
Maybe these people think I'm crazy. It's the loneliness that made me. Or maybe I'm the same me. Or maybe
yeah, I really like the visuals on this too, but I'm gonna save this on. The visuals are clean as fuck though. I gotta stop it there. It's all we got time for. But we're gonna save the song by Xander William called Crazy. I'm gonna pull up the socials because you guys gotta go follow him. And we're gonna listen to this Smoke XYS song while we do it, alright? That's it. We're in rapid fires. I told you guys. I was looking expecting a diff drop. This is better though. That's what happens, man. That's why I tell you guys, if you really want to get the whole song played all the way through, gotta do it, man. Xander William, 2 M's on Instagram. I wish we could have played the thing all the way through, but that's just where we're at in the stream. Sorry, guys. Yeah, there is a way to do it. I also upload all the VOD onto YouTube, so you can get it off the YouTube channel tomorrow when it goes live at 10 a.m. I'm following this dude right now, bro. Again, Xander William, 2 M's out of UK. We'd love to hear it. Smoke SMXKEXYS on Instagram. Tough, bro. This is fucking tough. The Google Drive link, you just gotta make sure that it's there's a setting you have to flip to. Anyone who has access to the link can open it. I wish we didn't have to end it there, but I'm trying to keep this 1 minute thing so we can get to more songs. But bro, I just followed him. I'm definitely gonna tap in. Please send me shit too. Like when you guys are releasing stuff, please let me know. We'll definitely support on the Kayvan's House side of things. This is Roses by Bird Tunes. I will make sure the timing on that first Roses is just dead on, just because it's the first thing that comes in. But again, love this. Very in the space of Keshi, which I know you appreciate. I feel like the guitar frequency and the vocal frequency are kind of clashing a little bit though, so maybe carve out a little bit more space for the vocal from that guitar. That's about it. Other than that, I really like the way that this builds. We got 6 minutes left, and I'm going to try and get through 6 songs. Bird Tunes. Make sure you go follow at Bird Tunes on Instagram. I'm a fan. We've definitely covered Bird Tunes a couple times in content, and we're probably going to continue to. This is King Tavy. I'm in need of a hug. Definitely felt that shit. Wow. That song title hit. That song title hit home. King Tavy, I need a hug too, bro. So real, so real. Fuck, this is gonna be one of those songs that's not out on streaming, right? Oh, fuck when that dropped.
But you could never. All I give is pleasure.
It is out on streaming.
But it's okay, baby. I just thought that you were stronger.
Nah, I gotta go find them right now. Fuck this visualizer.
Are you the one? Are you the person to call? You stole my heart, I want it back. I'm the owner.
Bruh.
So you can leave me alone.
Grandmaster Chubb says this is hard.
I just wanna feel like I'm at home.
It is on Spotify. I've been needing a hug, King Tavy. I'm about to follow you on Instagram too, bro, because this shit is beautiful. One of my favorite songs I've made. One of my favorite songs that you've made also.
We just go back and forth. We just keep on arguing, but don't know what it's for.
This is great. W vocal performance. Just fantastic job. I already follow you. I'm not Tavy on Instagram. We can stop there. That was already 1 minute and 30 seconds. I'm not Tavy, but fuck, man, I really like that one a lot. We saved that. That's in the playlist now. Definitely in consideration for content. This is Say, the MC with Green Hill Zone. I actually love Sonic the Hedgehog, so that's a great intro. Not the Louvre. Le Louvre. Not l'Arc de Triomphe. Got this one in Paris.
Now I'm nice with the game. I gotta get everything that they on. You know it's a lot on the table. You not seeing everything that they showing.
I like this one. I do feel like the energy and the delivery can match the energy of the beat a little bit better. That's my only real feedback. I do like the Sonic sample.
I'm in my Green Hill Zone.
I'm not mad at the video, but the color grading of the video could maybe be just a little bit better too. Paris is very gray, so I think maybe playing on some of the colors would have been a good thing. Is this stock footage of the Arc de Triomphe? It is, right? This is some stock Paris footage, unless you flew a drone in the city. Not the stars in the ceiling, bro.
It's nothing. I was riding around with my cousin. We was stunting on the competition. I was really focused on the mission.
Trying to spot all the places in Paris you were at. I love Paris. J'aime le Paris. So I've been practicing my French recently too. Be tough though. I agree. I just think, yeah, that's my only feedback. I did like it, but I just think the flow is maybe too chill for how tough the beat was and how hard the beat hit. That being said, though, I don't know. Like, I'm never mad at people. The Louvre, yeah, you definitely need multiple days for the Louvre. That's a fact. You're not doing it in one day. Doing it in one day is silly. Video editing could use a little work too. Yeah, I think that's fair. Like some of the edits, some of the chops. Like the video itself could have been a little bit more interesting, I think, edit-wise. The footage was fine. You know what I mean? I think the footage in Paris is a good thing. It looks nice visually, but the edit is where the work is needed. Thrax. This one came in hard. We got like a minute or two left before we go hit a raid. I'm gonna try and get these songs done.
I wasn't even trying. Yeah, baby, we can fuck come through, but you ain't mine. Put Balenci in my feet last week. I was dry.
So again, all right, this is the same thing. Like I think the delivery is really chill, but the thing that I hear in the delivery more than anything is you actually come in a little quieter at the beginning of lines than you do by the end of the line. That's something that can probably be fixed by a vocal writer or a compressor in the mix, just to keep that volume level consistent. I'm not mad at the dynamics, but I think for something that's so hyped like this, having like a really dynamic delivery doesn't really make as much sense because it's just kind of a little bit like this volume wise. Yeah, that's nice. That's nice right there. So I actually maybe would even kind of nudge you to staying in that high register throughout, because I think it's a more interesting tone of your voice when you get into that higher part. Like, I don't know, I would do more of that personally. All right, Raw Soul, this is low. Let us know what you think in the chat. If you are still here, thank you for hanging out with us and sticking through to the end of the stream. You went to the DMV, you missed your stream. Look, it was a lot of positives in here as well. This is not necessarily my favorite flow style, personally. Definitely fuck the DMV. Next stream will be on Monday from 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern time. So I always start at 6 p.m. Eastern time because I live in New York, and that's when I get done with work. So I get done with work, I stay in my seat, I throw the stream on, I work some more. Beat is hard. I don't know that the flow is making the best of the beat, personally.
Trust me, I too am looking for a sign. Cautiously optimistic, it'll work out.
So the lyrics were actually pretty solid, though. But I will say, just generally, I get lost on things that have like a really old school flow to them, unless there is some element of that is like really like interesting. So generally, I have a hard time with stuff that's got like a little bit more of like an AB rhyme scheme. Like just, I like seeing kind of people push themselves out of the box a little bit, and I just feel like we've had so much of that type of flow that now it doesn't quite hit the same way. So yeah, like I just think it's like it's tough. That's a tough one because I always feel like it doesn't really matter how good the lyrics are. I just feel that way rhythmically. Like it can be a little less interesting than some of these. Like I feel like rhythmically, like the youth is really pushing the boundaries. Again, I don't like things when they get off time either. So like, props to you. You were like dead on fucking beat the whole time on your delivery as well. This is not bad for BandLab. You probably made this shit on your phone, didn't you? Ride with me like a saddle when you wanna go. If you think that she gon' tattle, she not wanna go. I like this melodically. It's not bad at all, bro. Mixed and mastered this, my homie Seg on the... Honestly, not bad. Really, yeah, I actually kind of fucked with that as well. Really not bad at all. Montclair Boys is going to give me Montclair, so I'm going to find that in a second. But we are going to listen to this last one from Los Courtside. And then we're going to take this raid somewhere else. Yo, see you next week. I didn't know I needed this. Have a good weekend, bro. I'm going to bug you in the morning with an Ajna link. And I'm going to let you guys listen to this song we have dropping tomorrow with Ajna and Mez. The same Mez who did the Middle Child video. So we have a song dropping with him tomorrow by Genius Distro. This is Promiscuous by Los Courtside right here. LOS Courtside, though.
Do you look? You caught my eye. You flipped the script. To my surprise, you innocent.
Damn, I really like this. There are some timing issues in the delivery, and that's probably the biggest thing that I would call out as feedback, is just really try to stay on time. For me, I'm a stickler for that kind of stuff. I think that comes from playing music. I have a hard time with it as a vocalist, but it is something that I as a listener, I'm real picky about timing stuff. Love the Promiscuous Girl flip, actually. Alright, let's see who we're raiding to. Alright, so if you are still here in the chat with us, come on this raid. I always like to, I do this at the end of our streams. We always take our viewership to another music streamer. Most likely,
that's my twin.
It's going to be DJ Stat right here, who I love. I think he's a great music streamer. So we're going to go raid DJ Stat. Looks like he's got a new little setup down there. But he's great. He does great music feedback, great music review as well. I'm going to play this Ajna song for you before we get out of here so you guys can hear it. But yeah, fucking thanks again for an amazing stream. You guys are the best. I appreciate you sending music in and sharing with us and being here and taking part. We're back on Monday from 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern time. So if you haven't joined the Discord, do that. If you haven't followed me on socials, do that. And if you haven't checked out the playlist, do that. Tomorrow there will be VOD up on the YouTube channel. So go subscribe to the YouTube channel too. This is Ajna and Mez dropping tomorrow via Genius Distro. Come on this raid with us, alright? I promise you, we'll have a good time at DJ Stat's place.
I tell them hit Jackson money conversations. Every single track I make a separation. Prepared in a song, gotta decorate. Yeah, I write how I feel without hesitation.
Have a good weekend. Thank you guys for a great stream. I'll see you on Monday. Be safe.
There's no way to keep up with this steps we take. We've been doing this for age and we need reparations. Hey, you'll see both sides of the coin get spent. Yeah, show hey yo Tiny, there's some hints that are stuck in my pen. We got some unwritten rules you never should bend. Cause I got a designated hitter that always defend. You got imaginary ops, why you gotta pretend? I'm only focused on my future and making amends. See, I'm a vengeance, this the baby for following trends.
Yo, what's up, K-Man? K-Man in the building. How you doing? What the fuck 2020.